Good day, my name is Bluesuit and today we'll be talking about my review of the high concept hack and slash story rich sci-fi puzzle adventure known as Resolution. In Resolution, you wake up in the future with no idea where you are, who you are, or how you came to be. You'll have to set off into the beautiful world before you, exploring and battling to uncover the truth about your own existence and how the world became a twisted nightmare of that which you remember. The beginning of the game actually starts off with a small soccer minigame, which in itself is a testament to how confusing Resolution can be sometimes. Convinced that I needed to score a goal to progress the game, I spent the next 30 minutes playing soccer, only to discover that all I needed to do was follow one of the NPCs down an alleyway, and it would lead to the game's opening sequence. This is how I spent the majority of my time in Resolution, with no real idea of where to go, and forced to actually explore, checking and rechecking sections of the map for items or pathways that I may have missed. It was definitely exciting to progress and finally get to see what the next area looked like, because the graphics in this game are brilliant and beautiful, but it was a grueling reminder of how games used to be. There aren't any tooltips or guides to assist you, and only a vague map marker to guide your exploration. The game does a good job of letting players discover the world at their own pace, but might prove frustrating for more impatient players. Resolution definitely starts slow. In the beginning, you're not going to know anything at all and you won't have any abilities yet. On top of that, the game almost mocks you with how seriously it takes itself. With how goofy and strange some of the scenery is, you'd think there'd be some humor involved, but don't expect it here. The writing is gritty, the world is morose, and the combat is bloody. The game really starts to speed up once you get some items though. By this point in the game, you have at least some idea of what's going on, and combat is 10 times more exciting. Instead of just spamming your melee button to solve your problems, there are a handful of other weapons and items to not only kill your enemies, but get through the game's many puzzles. The beginning of the game was rough for me. I spent a lot of time backtracking, stuck because I missed an area or a path or interactable. There's a lot more information in the game though if you know what you're looking for. The map, for example, is far more informational than what it first seems, and I was probably 2 hours into the game before I realized that the seemingly inconspicuous circuit board patterns on the ground are actually the game's save spots. Additionally, something that I thought was really cool is that you can kill all of the NPCs, and if something's not attacking you, it's not an enemy. I killed numerous innocent little robots in the beginning of the game because my gamer brain has trained me to just kill on sight. It goes both ways though, as you could mindlessly wipe out all of the helpful NPCs as well. Resolution is built around this concept that it doesn't need to explain anything to you, and if you can't figure it out, oh well. It's vicious and brutal in a way that I wish more games would be. I spent 80% of my time with the game feeling real dumb, and the other 20% like I was just the smartest guy ever. The overall story in Resolution is really great and really well written, but expect a slow burn. If you want to make it to the late game where all the juicy stuff is, you're going to need to make it through the slog of the early game. And because you're so left in the dark, the only thing really keeping you going is the hope that the story and gameplay get better, and they do. The biggest downside of the story is that it draws you in so well with all these great questions and mysterious characters, but it doesn't really pay off unless you're willing to seek out and read every single last bit of dialogue that the game has to offer. The graphics and sound can't be overstated. As you progress, they just get weirder and more beautiful, and they really help to complement the intriguing mystery of the storyline. Even a lot of the maps were made intentionally cryptic, which was sometimes great, as there is hidden lore sprinkled in every nook and cranny in Resolution, but sometimes frustrating, as you can miss a necessary pathway to progress in the game very easily. Right now you can pick up Resolution on PC or Nintendo Switch for $20, but that's a little off the mark. Your first time beating it will clock in around 12 hours, but with its incredible soundtrack and art style and everything that I enjoyed about the story, I'm valuing Resolution right at $15. From the second you start the game, it's clear that it just oozes passion from developer Monolith of Minds. They did a great job on their first game ever, and I'm excited to see what comes next. I hope you enjoyed this review of Resolution. Come see me on Twitch where you can watch our reviews in progress 5 nights a week. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Until next time, peace!